Hey guys, and welcome to this little final thoughts video on the Enderal mod for Skyrim. And I just got done playing it not too long ago. I spent some time trying to process in my head what was going on, because that final, during that whole final quest line where it was saying this is the key point in the story, you can't go back. I played that all in one go, so I've got a lot of stuff in my head I'm trying to process, and I spent some time and I went and read up the other ending to see what really happens and stuff like that. And personally, I think that both the endings are very bittersweet. And when I say bittersweet, I mean you think that you're gonna with either choice, you think that you end the cleansing, you stop it, but it's very open to interpret. That you think that it stops it, but it might not stop it either. Obviously with my choice, which I'm very happy with in the end, I'm happy with the choice that I made. I sacrificed myself to stop the cleansing from happening, destroyed the beacon, and I saved the world. Obviously Enderal was lost, everyone in Enderal was killed, and the land was burned pretty much by the beacon. But Kalia escapes, and she warns and tells people about what the cleansing is, and obviously she learns that people have started already building beacons elsewhere. And with the other ending, you escape with your spouse, so as either Kalia or Jasper, and obviously mine was Kalia, so I would have escaped with Kalia, and we would have lived in the Starling City, the two of us alone, where then we pretty much became gods and started a new humanity. Obviously up there you're living with the guilt of that you left humanity to die basically, and really the cleansing wasn't stopped. You pretty much allowed the cleansing to happen. All that did happen was that you and Kalia survived it, or Jasper. And that's when I think about it, it's not a better choice, I don't think. And it's not even a huge guarantee that the humanity that you make without hatred and egos would even work. The higher ones could still corrupt people and cause chaos. So I think that sacrificing yourself and giving humanity a second chance to stop the cleansing in the same cycle is a good choice, I think, and I'm happy with it. But there was actually a theory that I saw that with the escape route ending, that the aged man could have been a prophet from a different cycle who's been living through each cycle, watching it, like the Black Guardian. However, he somehow escaped it, and because some of the things that he said hinted towards, you would live through every cycle over and over again, you would see it over and over again. Sort of some of the things they said hinted towards what would happen to you. And also in his basement of his house, he had a person in a stasis chamber, trying to keep him alive. And people think that was his spouse that came with him. But because she wasn't immortal like the prophet would be, because the prophet would be fleshless, which means that he would be immortal, she then she aged and would die, but he kept her in a stasis chamber thing, but he would carry on living. Obviously, and there are so many unanswered questions. You don't know who really Aged Man is, you don't find out. And the same with the Veiled Woman, you don't really know who she is. She could be an enemy, a friend, or just a neutral party in this. But the things, when I was thinking about her, some of the things that she did sort of leaned or set up towards the cleansing also. She was the one that in the beginning, she was the one who appeared on the ship, which then resulted in you getting found out by the captain, and then you and your friend Sirius being killed. And then the higher ones bring you back, your character back, as the prophet. So what the things that she does is sort of sets the events in motion also. She brings back Jasper when he gets killed by his sister, because Jasper is an important character to the cleansing. And same with Kalia, when Kalia was a child and her father was doing the experiments with the black stone, and when it went wrong, when he done it, the Veiled Woman sort of came in and intervened and made it so that way she would survive, because Kalia is an important character also. And I wouldn't be surprised if she did have something involved with Teal'c as well when he was in the enemy's prison. It wouldn't surprise me. But also at the ending, when she took you to the Black Guardian, like that was the Black Guardian said that was something that she had never done before. In any cycle, she never done that. She never took you to. She would let the Prophet die, because once the, as the Black Guardian said, once the Emperor left, the Prophet would die. So that means in every cycle, something would happen at the end where the Prophet was badly wounded, and the Emperor would leave the Prophet to die, and then go activate the beacon, which then caused the cleansing. However, the Veiled Woman saved the Prophet, healed him, and teleported him to the Black Guardian, where then you learn about how you could stop the cleansing. So I don't know, it's confusing to think about. She's sort of pushed the cleansing along, but also gave the option of stopping it from happening or delaying it, you know? So it's quite confusing what her part in the story really is, and I wish we'd find out. But I mean, maybe you would find out who the Veiled Woman is if you done like a side quest or something. I don't know. I didn't find out who she is, so I'm not sure. But anyway, I'm going to stop talking about the story and that. But in the end, I'm very happy with the choice that I made with my character, sacrificing myself to give humanity another chance to stop it. And you know, I think the story was just 10 out of 10 for me. Like maybe if I thought about like little details, it might go down a little bit, but when I'm freshly off just finishing the game, it is 10 out of 10 for me. It was much better than Skyrim's story for sure. And like if this story was put into a separate game, I would pay money for this. Like, it was so well done. Obviously these people have been working on it for a very long time, and they had so many people working on it also. Like, it's such a big mod and there's so much detail in it. Like, this is the equivalent of an official DLC, you know? It was just amazing. It was so good and so well made. And like, if the story of like the Elder Scrolls 6, the next Elder Scrolls game, was like this, it would probably be the best Elder Scrolls game to me. Like, this story, I would probably put it up near Oblivion's storyline for me. Like, Oblivion was my favourite game, story was my favourite storyline. And, you know, this is, I probably wouldn't say it's better, but it's definitely up there. It's just below Oblivion's for me. It was just amazing for me. And you got the voice acting, which was great. Music, that was great. Even like visuals and stuff were very nicely done with like the magic and things like that. Great visuals and stuff like that. And the plot twists. There are plot twists everywhere. So you'd think something's happening, and then suddenly something else just destroys that idea that you had. I don't know. I really liked that. It was good. But man, I mean, at the end there, I'm not gonna lie, I did tear up a little bit. When Kalia was speaking after you click the gravestones and you had the credits roll, I teared up a little bit. Man, I get too invested when I play these type of games, story-driven games. I get too invested in the story and the characters. But that's just how I play these games. That's how I do it. But anyway, I think I'm going to stop it here anyway. I just want to thank everyone for, you know, joining me along this journey, and for all the support also. I do really appreciate the support and things like that. And well, I don't know what I'm going to play next. I need to figure that out actually. I don't know. Because how I like to do my channel is I like to have a story-driven game. So a game that is solely story, and then, you know, other stuff with it. That's how I like to do it. So I always want to have a game which is driven by the story and the characters. That's how I want to like always have on my channel. So I'm not sure what I'm going to play next. I've got quite a list set up. I think I might do a modded Skyrim Special Edition, because I haven't played Special Edition yet. And a lot of mods have come out by now. So I might do that. I'm not sure, I have to have a think about it. But anyway, thank you everyone very much for watching this, and I hope to see you guys again in my next playthrough on the next game.